It's like, look, I got a thick butt. Well, let me get it at a different angle. I don't know if that captured my butt properly. I am ready to record a video. Screaming equals good video. Hello, it's me, the man who read hentai for views. But don't click away. I swear it's not that weird this time. We're just reading normal manga this time. Thank God I don't have to do all that censoring I had to do in the last video. Touch tips. Oh no. No. And today the manga I wanted to talk about was Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Adventures. I don't see anybody talking about this manga like at all. Everybody remembers the original Pokemon Adventures manga that was based on the original games Pokemon Red and Blue, but nobody really talks about the sequels. There was one for Black and White, there's one for Sun and Moon, which I found out just the other day, and there was even a direct sequel in Johto that I actually didn't read. I only ever read the first 4 volumes of the original Pokemon Adventures, Red, Blue, Green, and Yellow. I don't remember if it was in that order, but it was just those 4 colors. That's what I remember most. One thing I did read and love as a kid was Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Adventures. I loved the 4th generation growing up. Diamond and Pearl were some of my favorite games. Platinum made those games even better, and I loved this manga to death. I would always somehow know when the new volumes released, even though I didn't really follow it that actively. So I'd always ask my mom to take me to the bookstore and buy them whenever I could. Hey mom, can I get the new Pokemon manga, please? Oh my god, why can't you just be a normal kid and play outside? I don't think I'm gonna use that in the video. God, that was awful. Anyway, recently I was feeling really nostalgic and I wanted to read these all over again. And it's only 8 volumes and it's not really that long. Now you may be asking, if there's 8 volumes, then why do I have only 4 right here? It's because my sister tricked me into buying a bird. Okay, that's not even a joke. When I was 8 years old, my sister really wanted to buy a bird and she somehow convinced me that we needed this bird and I needed to chip in, so the only thing I could do to chip in to buy this bird was sell my books. I sold 4. I had the complete collection at one point. I sold 4 of them. I don't even get why I sold them in this order. I have 2, 5, 7, and 8. And I'm pretty sure I sold them at a used bookstore for like $4 total. It wasn't even worth it. I got $4. I chipped in $4 for this bird. I don't even remember how much it was, but I'm pretty sure it was a lot more than $4. The funny thing is we still have this bird today and I don't even really think it was worth it. Honestly, she hates me. The only people she can tolerate is my grandpa and my sister. Both are not really around the house that much, so she just sits there in her cage just doing nothing. You're the reason I don't have my Pokemon books anymore. Why? Why don't you like me? I sold the things I love to get you. Okay, look, please don't cancel me. That was recorded in post. I swear to God, I didn't yell at my bird. Okay, with all that backstory out of the way, what's the manga actually about? I keep switching between the word manga and manga. I can't make up my mind about which one I want to say. Essentially, what the manga is about is 2 characters named Harada and Mitsumi. I'm sorry, I butchered those names. I don't know how to pronounce them in Japanese. They're just written there. Going on an adventure to find Dialga, they want a chance to meet this mythical Pokemon. And on the way, Harada does the usual Pokemon stuff. He collects gym badges, he catches Pokemon, he battles rivals. You know, it's just a standard Pokemon adventure, but told more so in a very comedic tone. So what's special about this Pokemon manga compared to the others? Well, the main character is a fucking monkey. Literally, when you meet him for the first time, he's swinging on trees with a herd of Apom and then tramples over the main heroine. Like, what the hell? Apparently, he's been living in the forest his entire life with Pokemon. Oh, and by the way, I love the explanation for it. Hold on, let me pull it up. Harada is able to instantly make friends with Pokemon. He's had the power to communicate deeply with them ever since he was a baby. Having noticed this, I thought it would be best for him to live here among Pokemon in the forest. Professor Rowan was straight up just like, you like animals, right? Here, live in the forest, live among nature with these wild animals. What could go wrong? This guy won Parent of the Year right here. And I will say, a lot of the comedy is pretty juvenile, but it's still pretty funny. Honestly, like, you know the moment in every Pokemon game where you somehow end up with the professor's briefcase and then a herd of Pokemon attacks you and you're like, quickly, we must grab the Pokemon out of the briefcase and battle right now. Well, they play that out here, except in this version, Harada literally lifts up an Onix from the earth and just awakens it from its nap and then has to use the Pokemon to calm it down. But he fucking doesn't know what a Pokeball is, so he sticks it in his mouth, accidentally hits the button, and then Piplup just pops out in his mouth. Like, what the hell? Like, this poor Piplup just gets fucking abused in the first part of the manga accidentally. He throws it at a dude's crotch, and then Piplup comes out, and he's just in between his crotch. And in the first battle, the Piplup doesn't even fight. He chucks Harada at the Onyx as an attack. Like, what the hell? There's a lot of great gags like that throughout the manga, and it's genuinely pretty funny. There is one reoccurring joke that happens that makes you realize, yeah, this manga was made for kids. So obviously later in the manga, they encounter Team Galactic, and they've tied him up and captured his Piplup, so he can't really do much. So what he chooses to do to get out of this situation is bite this dude in the ass. And then later in the manga, they keep encountering this same grunt, and he's just got a thick boy ass, dude. Like, it's so big. Like, that's the joke. And it's kind of funny, but not really. It's funny in how it's drawn, but how it's portrayed is like, ha, look, I've got a big butt, and that's the joke. Very funny, right? But it kind of gets annoying after a while, because he's a reoccurring character. He comes in like every single volume. And it's the same joke every time. It's like, look, I got a thick butt. Well, let me get it at a different angle. I don't know if that captured my butt properly. See, this is the reoccurring joke that happens in every volume. It's very funny, right? What's wrong with me? God damn it. I think my favorite joke in the whole manga, though, is in volume 2. It's when he's battling Cyrus for the first time. This will be my first time using that move, but at this point, I've got to try it. Are you going to continue with this foolishness? This is Earthquake. Piplup can use this move, but how? I don't know why, I just find that so funny. It just gets me every time. But honestly, going back and rereading this manga, I can see why nobody really talks about it that much. Other than the jokes, it's not really that exceptional in either the story or the art. In both of those categories, there are better Pokemon manga to read. The original Pokemon Adventures has a really great story with really good characters. And a really interesting look at the Pokemon world. I'm pretty sure there's a scene where a Pokemon gets cut in half and dies in it. I don't think that's ever happened in a Pokemon thing ever, so it's automatically pretty cool. And if you want great art, you should look at the Electric Tail of Pikachu. I remember there were two things that absolutely stunned me when I saw it for the first time. When the illustrator drew a Gyarados and a Haunter. Those both looked amazing. But in this manga, the art or story doesn't really stand out like those two. It's just a kind of funny manga, and I can see why it appeals to kids. Harada's a really fun character, but he's not that interesting. I can totally see why I loved this as a kid, because I could look at the main character and go, haha, that's funny, I wish I could be that guy. He's just on an adventure, always having fun. I want to be like that. What kid doesn't want to literally have fun at every moment and never feel a moment of sadness? But honestly, if you like Pokemon, I'd still recommend it. It's a pretty fun read, and it's, like I said before, it's really short. I really only talked about the first 2 volumes because I didn't want to get that much into spoilers, but I will say something really cool that happens later on. The main character catches a fucking Regigigas. Like, that's actually really cool. I don't remember if Red ever caught a legendary... Oh wait, no, he did. He caught a Mewtwo. But still, he never used it. In this manga, Harada uses Regigigas all the time, and it's so cool. It's just this towering giant over all the other Pokemon, and it's really cool to see. Other than that little detail, which, sorry if you were trying to go into this with no spoilers, I've only really covered the first 2 volumes. So if you want to read it, go for it. You can find these pretty cheap online. I picked up the remaining 4 that I sold for my bird. For about 20 bucks, so it's really not that bad to find these for pretty cheap. Also, I basically just covered the first arc. There is a whole another arc after this that deals with Giratina and Harada's dad, which is pretty cool, I think. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't read that part yet, but I remember it being pretty cool, so hopefully it still holds up when I read it. Anyway, this video is over. Go watch the hentai video now, please. It's very funny. The video that I put 2 hours into.